Hello and welcome everybody to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Breaking News. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on all our social networks and to catch us every day by logging onto our website, mexiconewsnetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's start with today's show. Starting February next year, the Japanese airline All Nippon Airways, also known as ANA, will commence landings in Mexico, coming from Tokyo Narita, with a daily flight between the two countries. This will be the first direct flight from Japan to Mexico City, after Japan Airlines scrapped their Narita-Mexico City connection in 2010. Thanks to the free trade agreement, which includes 45 countries including Japan and the United States, and also to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, our country was selected for this new connection, especially since they also found it attractive for a manufacturing spot as well as an exportation location. Since 2010, the direct foreign investment from Japan in Mexico has increased approximately 2.7 times, and the number of Japanese companies has doubled, mainly in the automobile industry. This helps strengthen the economic bond between Mexico and Japan, both of which will grow even when the TPP starts. ANA will operate route number 42 in Boeing 787 and 788 planes. It's part of the international net expansion, vital for the airline's growth. Nowadays, Mexico has an increasingly growing role inside Japanese businesses. As of 2012, it was estimated that Japanese companies employed over 1 million workers in Mexico, just in the automotive and technology manufacturing industries alone. In 2014, 142,000 airline trips were registered between Japan and Mexico, 17% more than the year before, according to ANA data. In other headlines, from June 15th to the 19th, the Expo Made in Germany will be held in Mexico City as part of the dual year between Mexico and Germany. The German ambassador in Mexico said that Mexico is one of the best countries for investment in Latin America because at least 7 out of 10 German companies in the country rely largely on the national economy. The diplomat noted that during the current federal administration, $15 billion have been invested in Mexico by 700,000 German companies, and most of these companies are looking to expand their businesses even further in the country. Germany is currently Mexico's largest trading partner in the European Union, while Mexico is Germany's second Latin American trading partner. The European country conducts business in Latin America in a very strategic way, and in doing so, Mexico has become an even greater strategic commercial ally than Brazil. Finally, it's important to state that the Expo Made in Germany represents an opportunity for all sustainable and innovative Mexican companies within all industrial sectors. Moving on, US pharmaceutical Pfizer announced that this year it will invest around 280 million pesos in clinical research in Mexico. Alfredo Chi, medical director of the company in Mexico, said that the corporation has great confidence in researchers and centers within the country. So they've decided to collaborate with Mexican specialists as well with practically all health institutes and academic institutions such as UNAM. Pfizer currently has 60 research protocols involving more than 800 patients. And if the support from government agencies continues, Mexico would become positioned among the top 10 countries that perform this activity in the world. The company is focusing mostly on cancer treatments, as well as chronic and degenerative diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, cardiovascular problems, and methods to combat discomfort associated with pain and inflammation. Globally, the US company allocates between 17% and 18% of its annual total investment, about $7 billion in research processes that are carried out in more than 120 countries where it operates. Currently, the company is preparing to launch a new drug for the treatment of metastatic breast cancer. In other news, for 12 years, La Torre Mayor was considered as the tallest building in Mexico City, scaling 225 meters. But with the creation of the Torre Reforma, it's dropped to second place. This iconic new building located in Paseo de la Reforma measures 246 meters, has 57 levels, and is located on the side of the Torre Mayor. Within this tower will be a rentable area of 45,000 square meters of offices, of which over 60% is already leased. Torre Reforma began receiving its new tenants, including the US biopharmaceutical firm Baxalta, in May, while other companies such as iOS Offices and SC Johnson are still making adjustments to their new spaces. The building has 1,021 parking spaces located within 9 basements. According to the creators, this immense tower aims to become an innovative project that provides prestige and recognition to Mexico City. It's a skyscraper that blends the softness of its design with the dynamism of its spaces and impressive height. The Torre Reforma will also have 5,000 square meters of commercial space, which are already fully leased. And in one of the basements, there will even be an innovative fast food area, plus the first 4 floors of the tower will be occupied by a gym from the Sport City brand, which will operate under the concept of Executive Club. And finally, on to economics. The Mexican peso decreased 1.23% to 18.16 on Wednesday, from 18.39 in the previous trading session. The peso gained 16.64% during the last 12 months, from 15.57 in June of 2015. Historically, the Mexican peso reached an all-time high of 19.13 in February of 2016 and a record low of 0.01 in May of 1972. On the other hand, Mexico IPC index increased 0.64% to 46,420 on Wednesday from 46,125 in the previous trading session. Mexico IPC index gained 4.27% during the last 12 months from 44,519.21 points in June of 2015. That was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman, and remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. Log on to www.mexiconewsnetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.